Chapter 3 Black Women, Emblem of Strength. Do you know that every black female's existence and rights as the pioneers of this world and the rulers in frames of kings, queens, monarchs, and personalities? How may I regale you with the assurance that you aren't the person, figures, and objects of ridicule the common and current world now makes you see yourself? The world was once yours, and rightfully. My black person continues to remain yours regardless of whether or not you can see it at this point. Black pioneers of this world invented and taught other races such as the whites and every other people how to exist. Before they began the turmoil of betrayal and evilness on the jealousy and envy of what we had, what we have, and what we stood for and represented. My brothers and dear lovely sisters, you were and still are the symbols of glory and strength which abound in us and shine beyond and throughout the universe. Do not continue to dwell in the currently misrepresented image of us in the unfair, untruthful, and utterly deluding image we are. We are not subjects of pity and endless shame as they have come to concoct us to be in their books, theories, movies, and words. We are black, our veins bear immeasurable strength, which is known to us and painfully so to them as well, which is why they feel threatened by us. It is the reason for the brazen injustice and displeasing acts they continue to shower towards us. It is the realization of their strength's paling indifference to ours that makes them subject us to prejudice, inhumane treatments and actions, as well as undeniable diversity they have plagued our existence. Not to worry, though. We ought not to think about their ploys because it remains nothing but the show of cowardice mixed with fears. We will seek justice and rightfully gain in due time. Black people aren't weak. We're the most influential people on this planet. And when the time to ride the battle horse and storm the gates of our oppressors comes upon us, which is soon, we will get the justice we dearly deserve. I might expect from where my strength and belief come from believing. Many might even doubt the authenticity of my notions in battle of resistance. Still, I know better, and I've turned over the pages of ignorance to feed off the better sides filled with knowledge and understanding. I have great determination, and it scares away the brittle insight I used to bear what we blacks were or how our women are weak. In case you don't know, or supposedly you haven't been told of our great exploits, I will enlighten you. In ages past, long before many of us were born or even thought to exist, the black kings and their tribes took the most organized, decisive, and willful armies made of soldiers who fought vehemently, bravely, and courageously with their lives on the line as they tasted the sweet feel of victory mixed with death and defeat at intervals. These men fought centuries ago for the same country called the United States of America, right now, long before it even got its name or became the country many adore all around the globe at present. The soil, tainted with and by their blood, has long been washed with treachery and forgetfulness, as nobody seems to recall or even care to remember the rich history of the black people who put their lives on the line for it, long before the United States Army even existed. While the world has chosen to ignore the truths hidden far beneath the sand and continuously decide to narrate history, it justifies the whites and glorifies their exploits. They have chosen to neglect those who are genuinely responsible for the existence of this great nation. Rather than be thankful for the blacks and praise them for their bravery, selflessness, and exploits, they have continued to further divide themselves as the forbidden beings existing on the same land with us. The truth about life and its history is that the world itself, and life as we know it, originated from the colored skin, black people, the Africans. Amidst the crucial beings to walk this earth are the black women whose significance we can't forget their importance. It is why you cannot blame the white men entirely for ignoring or disregarding the black women's existence when you, the black men, don't even remember them for the essential beings they are. Too many black men have to come back to reality. Their minds have amnesia, go back to our beautiful black sisters' memories as the black race's soul and their crucial parts at the beginning of things. Our black men have forgotten the love, support, and care lavished on them by our beautiful black sisters, mothers, and women in general. They have riddled themselves with forgetfulness, and it's high time that comes to an end. Too often, black men neglect the strength the sisters bring to the table and what they have done for them in times past. The real reason behind the oppressor's success who took their time, baited the black race, and understood their disregard for their beautiful ebony backbone they used to have. It was the means through which they got their victory against our people. The truth is not in the entirety, not even close. Our black people suffer the most from misrepresentation. Fictional white propaganda has been made all in a bid to glorify one group of people, brainwash the multitudes, and cast them down the tunnels of lies etched into inks on old parchments and pages as best as they can. The propaganda tool is a dangerous weapon. It becomes paramount for the older generations to see things in their open and untouched state, strengthen the younger ones, and assist them in not giving up. Too many black folks nowadays have forgotten what it was like in the past, and in so doing, the young generation must learn also. They're giving up, and it's paramount that they attained real knowledge and strengthened not to give in. New seeds have to soak in the young minds to grow to understand that they are the most important on the planet. They are essential to the world, and they still bear artifacts in world history as we know it. The evidence of black greatness is all around this planet on the sands of time, and nothing should try to erase it regardless. It only needs remembering, and this comes from the strength we can channel from ourselves. I mean, take a look at our strong sisters and see what they hold within as gold and nothing less. They need to know what strength they carry within and how the black men and sisters' power built and had royal empires long before Rome or Greece. It is a well-hidden fact that the entire country doesn't want you seeing, and they have found various ways to block your mind and shield your reasoning from the absolute truths. For instance, let's look into one of their most potent methods, the entertainment franchise, Hollywood. Hollywood has been propaganda of lies and deceit without end for years, and they continue to do so against the integrity of the black people. They project us as nothing but fickle characters without painting our lovely women as the less desirable of all people on the planet, which I consider being nothing but an insult on the face of it. Without a doubt, our women are the most desirable, and it is high time they began getting the treatment as they deserve. So I'd implore you, my brothers, you all should take ample time to impact more joy into the lives of our women and shower them with the respect and affection they so deserve. Considering they have been active for so long for us and continue to stand by us even while the society makes us blind to this uniqueness and charm, it is commendable, and I say again that our black sisters are queens and will continue to be so. May we count the endless numbers of black beauties who get right out of bed after just having given birth and right back to work with immeasurable willpower and diligence that other women cannot come to bear. They are gods with an unstoppable amount of strength on their own. Without you, our beautiful black women, men will die, men will perish. Sisters, you remake the entire world and produce more than you are credited. The most crucial secret the world is yet to realize is that the world is no place to exist without creating gorgeous black women. The entire world owes you, our esteemed black women. You are strong, bold, and beautiful black women, deserve way more than you are getting and what you deserve. I love you all, and you shouldn't ever believe you are worthless or that you are empty. You are real-life goddesses, and I challenge anyone at any point in time to try and give me reasons why they may think you are not. I will celebrate your strength from America to Africa and every other part of the world. From you, our black women, I earn my drive and passion for writing this book. I, for one, have come across black women from different countries from around the world. I have dealt with some and even managed to be friends with many of them. I can categorically say that these women are strong and nothing short of it through my encounter with them. I mean it again, black women are strong and are the symbol of strength. For most people, this might be hard to believe. They might find a problem in understanding black people is healthy, because the common black women they come across have degraded their strength. As a result of the circumstances, they were allowed to overtake them. These circumstances have created a form of depression in our black women and caused many of them to slowly lose their heads and ultimately lose their way as well. Yet the traditional black woman is stronger in wits, endurance, and every other aspect of life than anyone in the world. She is the pillar upon which life is attached and grown. You don't need to go too far or even begin to search far and wide before you will be able to see it exists right there and right around us. Blackness naturally symbolizes strength, and black women are the epitome of the strength of which I speak. Their actions and decision-making are second to none, and their ability to carry out acts that many will or may find bothersome is also legendary. Black women continuously bear an air of responsibility, which can not only be because they were structured to take them. They don't fall or crumble under the effect of these responsibilities. They thrive and stand tall to the point that such duties become nothing but a piece of cake for them to deal with our women's will and greatness that don't give up but accomplish excellence. Well, this was and how it used to be extensive. Our Black women used to bear so much strength that they were unmoved and never shaken by anything, regardless of the number of responsibilities they have to deal with or even handle. Over time, things have slowly begun to change, which hurts me in every aspect also to witness them. I mean, how many of our current Black women can we point out to be as strong as our mothers back in the days used to be? How many of the present Black women can we categorically praise to be strong and healthy of mind to bear responsibilities and challenges and was most run away from these days? In honesty, the time has slowly altered things, and this perceived strength isn't as dominant as it used to be. When I speak of strength, I'm not referring to the physical one alone. Granted, our Black women and mothers bear a great deal of physical prowess. In some tribes in Africa, the Black women are known to be responsible for hunting and even taking care of the family at large. Being a hunter would be no small feat if they weren't physically up to it. Have you attempted to lift a clay pot before? I'm sure many of us haven't, but I need you to know now, imagine such a clay pot with water in the clay pot. The element puts more weight on it as a collective. Well, now imagine having a baby on your back and maybe a bag of groceries in your hand. The pot is not easy to carry, but Black women magic overcomes it, I'm sure. When you imagine this, imagine it being you as you walk back home to ensure your family is well fed by the hands of our women determination. Some Black women in Africa are faced with when it comes to fending for their families. It shows considerable strength that cannot go overlooked anywhere, and it also offers a level of not just physical strength, but mental ones that set them apart from other women. Black women are and what the traditional or original Black women embodied. Even while we cast aside the physical strength, we should take a look at the mental ones too. I have come across many Black women who have to pick up pieces of their own lives and the lives of others so they can move on and be the best they can be. In this case, we can have a look at many Black women who are thriving. After a failed relationship because their man couldn't quite see or even understand just how magnificent they indeed are, these single mothers, often with kids, end up needing to brace themselves for the tough life ahead, need to brace themselves for the harrowing experience of dealing with kids alone, and also need to brace themselves for the difficulties they will undoubtedly face in the world because they have nobody to help them. In the end, I have seen many Black women showing far greater strength than a man could even show under such circumstances. Looking at all the things our Black women have to face when they act or place themselves in the situation of single mothers, it becomes complicated to be in such situations. Yet our Black women don't care. They bear the strength, not just mentally but emotionally, to stand their grounds and decide to take the patchy road, knowing they will be more than enough to get over the finish line with their children and family. Our Black women don't get fazed by things other women might find themselves panicking over. Back in the days, Black women would handle every child they had and still have time to do other things such as running errands, cleaning, and always coming back to make dinner. Our Black people homes got so immaculately taken care of that you wouldn't be able to convince yourself that one woman were responsible for its upkeep. When you consider that Black women don't hire maids to do their deeds, it should be easy to understand why this is the case. They prefer getting brave and taking charge, which is because they have this inbuilt source of strength. They continue to find ways to impress everyone with their tenacity and willingness to succeed in the face of tribulations and adversity. Black women represented through time, the strength they are known to exude, and the level of discipline they are born from bloodlines. I grew up knowing many Black women who were far more reliable than the average non-Black woman. These Black women showed so much strength and greatness. I can now understand why so many non-Black women hate our women because they are unique. Don't get me wrong, being a man is cool, but honestly, with the level of mental strength Black women have, being a Black woman is fantastic too. Being Black is everything and it beats anything else. Whatever strength you see in other women, triple it, and then double what you tripled when you want to compare it with what Black women have. In place of this, I would like to point out that in quite painful circumstances in our current times, our Black women have slowly lost this edge called strength. It is becoming less dominant, and many Black women these days hurting our race and our existence. Back in the days, we all looked up to Black women as a Black superhero. Technically, it would be a Black superwoman, but you get the gist. They didn't need capes or even technology to claim this title because their everyday acts automatically make them worthy of the role. They were our mentors, our leaders, and the person we run to when things get terrible. Look back at how often we have had to go through difficult situations, whether in school or even on the playground, causing us to run again to the one we know will always find a solution or who would have our backs. The level of strength and mental maturity Black women show has always been their spine, and it can never go away from them. I've come to see this time and again, and every time it challenges me to treat the Black women I come across as goddesses. Their strength marks intimidation from some, but I understand why they have that power. It is what makes many of them as successful as they are in this current time. Yet not many Black women are showing strong enough these days. Not many Black women show strength enough or even allow themselves to deliver the right amount of force they naturally have. I am not saying Black women should be aggressive. I am not saying that they should be violent or vile. I am directly calling on them to channel the strength they have been bestowed with from the onset. They don't need to allow themselves wallow in mediocrity or pain. They don't need to play second fiddle or the weakling to anyone. What they need is a means to show character and to show serious strength. Then children can grow up with the mentally sharp and physically formidable emblem of real power, which is what Black women are. Black women don't need to allow their race to get tarnished. They run to get belittled without fighting for it. An example is when President Trump, who shows how much of a bully and white supremacist he is, attacks Black ladies in the Oval Office. What did these Black women do in response? Well, I'm sure you can guess correctly. They fought him hard and long and without mercy. They assured that they didn't take his insolence and disrespect with ease. The Black women should always show strength not just for one, but for all. They should exude it wherever they are, but do it with class and respect. The Black race isn't just in the hands of the Black men alone, but in the hands of the Black women too. Don't allow yourself to wallow in ignorance on this subject matter. Challenge yourself to get the truth because it is out there. No matter how badly the media and non-Blacks attempt to bring the Black woman down, our queens always rise with the strength to surpass their negativity. Black people suffered exploitation and still fought to live. The sad, painful, and stomach-churning. It is also equally troubling because their strength is recognized and therefore became hard over the years, and it still is. I'm not a racist, and I don't indulge in any form of racial discrimination of any kind. Everything I state comes from pure facts and facts alone. Why I have taken my time to collate everything within this book, it is why I continue to try to make you all see what stands out about the Black woman in her handling of things. We have watched how movies depicting our Black history and how our women were handled or treated in the past. Have you noticed a theme to Black women always being tasked with handling and catering for homes, and even the white folks' children? Because sisters were most capable of running affairs than even white maids, if you go back into history, including cooking and taking care of their homes. Sisters were nourishing white babies who weren't their own with their breast milk, which contained absolute strength and love for other non-Black children. Our women got forced to care for other non-Black babies, which helped raise them in so many cases. Sadly, I hate to say it, but most Black women these days don't recognize the strength. They don't see it and therefore don't work with it. There haven't been enough being done by our Black women to let us know that they understand their strength level. And understand it does not show or depict Black strength. It does not confirm Black power as well. Behind every successful Black brother is a great Black woman. The Black woman's collective strength can do the unthinkable and is also responsible for why most Black brothers either win or fail. The fact that Black women stand behind their men is a defining factor in how well they can succeed in life. Therefore, it is safe to say Black women bear enough strength to the point that they can equally share it with us, the Black men. I would like to speak about when it comes to Black women because they are more durable than they imagine and embody greater strength than anything they might have come across through their years alive. Through one situation or the other, many Black women have found their morals lowered and their ability to show strength damaged. Hurtful for our Black women, and it leaves them feeling vulnerable. Such conditions end up leaving them with battered self-esteem that they fail to take charge of their lives and end up falling into the hands of hurtful Black men or even making decisions that a queen of their status should. Some Black women's inability to show strength is why they find themselves falling prey or victim to or for wrong men, and power comes in many forms such as having discipline, responsibilities, and mental strength. Well, there is a solution to this, and one which we can adequately handle. I implore every Black woman out there who is still in touch with that strength they were born with to reach out to these women in the system greatly. I implore you to seek them out and make sure they too can tap into the generosity of your strength until they can stand on their feet again. The way to ensure the Black durability of our Black women have in them continues to exist. Imagine you're shimmering and relatively buoyant, strength to be a candle flame. When your fire continues to burn brightly, you can quickly assist another Black woman whose fire or power isn't heating or which seems to be running low and could die at any point in time. You can save such a life with yours merely by noticing and by choosing to assist. Our Black women's essence, bearing so much strength, is to ensure that they don't have to be belittled or seen as second rate. Your strength is enough. Never assume or believe it isn't. When you consider how powerful our Black women are, does it not strike you as odd that some of them still stutter through life? The problem is that many Black women don't know how much strength they have, and they have stopped believing in how much their power is worth or how much it can do. Instead of this, I pray you, our dear Black women, to see that your spirit is enough. Your strength is enough for you, for other Black women, for our Black men and our children too. Black women, I call on you to cast aside your life-threatening negative pervasions and take up a more positive mindset towards yourself. This positive mindset is bound to change the course of things for you in ways you might not even be able to imagine. It is bound to make you different or stand out from the rest in every action you have and every step or decision you make. You are giants with strength and emblems of discipline in a manner no other race can come close. You are dominant figures of immeasurable that can move the Black communities into greater heights and shake the world into submission. Don't doubt it and don't go against the manner of strength within you. Black women can chaperone even the murkiest of situations with their strength and knowledge. Melanin women stand far apart from the average being and make them the strongest ones on the planet. For every Black man out there who cannot or finds it difficult to understand the Black woman's strength, I need you to begin to see it and find ways to understand it. When you know it, you will come to see how fervently important it is that you have them in your life.